Alright, I've got the entrance to Chickentopia. I've got just some ground cover, some herbs in the ground here, rosemary, a couple shade bushes and vines. I've got a grape vine right there, some tomato. I have underneath the green cloche, I've got my it's a kind of like a rose type bush growing up, letting it get some sun. I've got my tall jujube tree, this is all new growth. All this green stuff wasn't here 2 months ago. I've got comfrey and a bunch of other ground covers and geranium flowers, more tomato plants. I've got my blueberry bush with some little understory flowers that grow underneath of it. Bunch of additional just flowers, comfrey, thyme. There's my guava tree surrounded by some basil, peppers, some weeds, some onions, tomatoes, some more flowers. We've got some squash and melons poking up out of the ground. Again, just some other regular flowers, some wild flowers that I planted. You can see I went up to my mom's and just picked them out of the ground and transplanted them here. Just some desert wildflowers. I've got my loquat tree, one of 3. Another blueberry bush. I've got my nectarine tree. I've got another jujube tree right there. Again, all that green is all brand new from this year. Medium brown last year. Then I've got one of my citrus. This is the mandarin. Again, some sage and comfrey, more basil, carnation flowers. They're kind of done blooming. A few other flowers in the mix. My chocolate mint. Again, more squash and melons. Cucumbers right there. And then this is my sage and other peppermint, spearmint, something like that. This is my Buddha hand. That's what it's called. So it's an edible citrus that you don't have to take the rind off. Again, more comfrey, tomatoes, cucumbers, some peas, some more flowers inside my little protective squares. I've got my jasmine vine that will grow up and climb. I've got my comfrey. This is one of my bigger ones. It's kind of growing pretty well, hiding and shading out a tomato. And right back there is my rhubarb. So I have 3 rhubarb growing. That one. Sorry. That one. And that one right there. Then I've got some raspberries, tomato, peppers, lamb's ear, raspberries, thyme. Let's see, what do we got under here? I don't remember what it is. It's been a while. This one's looking pretty good. Remove the cloche off of that one. So another comfrey. Again, here's my cucumber. These are the Armenian cucumber, I believe. Got my protected blackberries and raspberries. These little containers. Another raspberry popping up. Some more comfrey. More cucumber. Got some squash poking up out of the ground. Some onions. Another comfrey. See all the onions here. And then these are the potatoes. There's some potatoes and onions and garlic in there. And then again, more cucumber and blackberry in this one. And then blackberries. And then you can see my lone surviving few leaves on my blueberry plant. Somehow it survived in there. So, and then I'm not sure if this one's going to make it, but it seems to be breaking through. I can see it hiding down there. Looks like it might make it through. And I've got over here my blueberry bush from last year. It's doing okay. It's not doing great, but it's alright. Let me just put in a new grape. There's an autumn royal grape. And then this one is a crimson seedless red grape. Another blueberry bush. This one's a little weaker from last year. I'm about ready to remulch it this year and get rid of all the grass competition. And then this is the brand new wisteria. And there's toys. So this wisteria will eventually climb up and hop over the top of the pergola once we get that going. So, all right, and then come back over here. And we've got 2 figs that I'm still going to put in the ground. We've got the pomegranate with another little pumpkin squash seed coming up. Got another cucumber in there. And then a few pumpkin squash that'll be poking up soon. We've got some tomato, some sage, tomato, another little pepper plant, pumpkin squash. This is mint, tomato, nice little flowers that I do around some of these now. That's my cherry tree and my peach tree. Look at this peach. That's pretty big for a tiny little tree, a little more than I can chew. Alright, and then we got some strawberries growing at the bottom and a pepper plant, a couple peppers. And then this cherry tree has some strawberries, peppers, comfrey all growing up around it. It's doing really nice. It's about 7 feet tall, 6-7 feet tall, a little over my head. And then again, a few things in the ground. Got my fig tree. So this one is my Black Mission fig. And then my guava tree is breaking through the grass here. Barely peeking through. And I've got, again, more tomatoes just kind of planted all around here. That's a comfrey that's starting to seed. And then protecting this hidden pepper down here. It's kind of barely making it. Right there. Another tomato. I lost whatever was in there. I had some other stuff growing, but I just got overrun. And I've got this nectarine. It's got a pretty good bushy top on it. Grew pretty fast this year. And then got my lavender. All the blooms are kind of falling off. My fig. Once again, just some sage, comfrey, other things around it. Peppers, tomatoes. And then this is my big guava. See how that one does this year. And then this fig is really starting to grow. It's only been in the ground like a month. And this is also a Black Mission. And I got this all ground covered now, so it'll help with water. This one right here is my flavor top nectarine. Doing really well. It's got kind of hidden from the sun so it doesn't get hurt early this year, and then I'll trim all that back next year once the nectarine is ready for more sun, but taking it easy right now. And I've got comfrey back, and then a couple bamboo right there, and then some ivy that'll crawl up later, and then all the ground cover underneath the back here. And then this is my Pride. Remember how I said last time, I think I told you I had about 3-4 inches of brand new growth on my mulberry? Well, this sucker is now 2 feet long, and this one's about 2 feet long, and this one's about 1 foot long. So this thing is branched into a tri-tree, and I'll probably split them out and make 3 trees out of it. So that's grown a lot in the last month. And then just a shade plant, a couple other things. More guava, peppers, cucumber, tomato. And that's about it. Oh, and I have a few blueberries I still have to put in the ground. Oh, and these are my new trays and shelves, so now I can do all my starts out here. You can see all my starts in there, and then I have a few more over there, and just some other stuff in there. But that's my big starting tray behind my cherry tree right here, so to keep them kind of cool. So that's about it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.